Hello everyone. Today in this video we are going to discuss and learn the present continuous tense. So what does tense describe? This tense describe a continued or ongoing action in the present time. In other words, it expresses an action which is in progress at the time of speaking and has not yet been completed. It's going on. And in this video, we will discuss the sentence, the negative sentences and the interrogative sentences. And when do we use this present continuous tense? Firstly, when an action is happening at the time of speaking, we use the present continuous tense. For example, I am reading a book. Here, I am reading a book at the time of speaking. I'd say continued action, it's not complete. So we can use the present continuous tense. She is playing football. Here, she is playing football at the time of speaking and it is going on, it's not complete. An action which may not actually happening at the time of speaking, but the process has already began from past and it is not complete. Example, I am painting a picture. Here, I began painting earlier and it's not complete, it's still going on. So we use present continuous tense. She is reading a book. So here she began reading the book before and it's not complete. So we use the present continuous tense. Thirdly, an action already planned or arranged in the future. Such occasions we can use the present continuous tense. For example, my father is coming tomorrow. Here, it's going to be a future event, but it's already planned. It's arranged planned, so we can use the present continuous tense. They are leaving in 2 days. It's going to happen after 2 days, but it's an arranged or planned program, so we can say it in present continuous tense. These are the main occasions or main conditions in which we can use the present continuous tense. So before we go in detail with the present continuous tense, let's see the subject. So we have 3 persons in English grammar. The first person, we say it singular I, then plural we. Second person, you for both singular and plural. And third person, singular, we have he, she, it and any person's name. And plural, we have they. What is the first person? That's a person who speaks. The second person is to whom the first person is speaking. And the third person is the one about whom they are speaking. Let's now learn the formula of present continuous tense. What is that? Yes, subject plus to be plus first form of the verb ing plus object. So what is the meaning of this to be? It's a helping verb. So here in the present continuous tense we have is, are as a helping verb. Let's now have a look at when to use this to be forms, helping verbs. With all the plural subjects, we use are as a helping verb, and with all the singular subjects, we use is, and only with I, we use am as a helping verb. I am going to school. Here, I is a subject, and along with I, we always use the helping verb to be form. Am, then go is a base form of the verb, so along with base form we have to use ing. So I am going to school. He is going to school. He is a singular subject, so along with all the singular subject we need to use is. So he is going to school. She is going to school. Sam is going to school. So all these 3 are singular verbs. So it is singular subject. So we have to use the helping verb is. Then we have you are going to school. Here you, whether it is singular you or plural you, we have to use always are. You are going to school. They are going to school. We are going to school. So all these three come considered as plural subjects. So along with all the plural subjects we use are. And let's now take another example. I am playing football. Here along with I we always use am, the helping verb. So I am playing football. He is playing football. She is playing football. John is playing football. So all these three are singular subjects. So we use with all the singular subjects we need to use the helping verb is. You are playing football. They are playing football. We are playing football. So with all these plural subjects we need to use are as a helping verb. Let's now learn the negative sentences. It's very simple to understand. The formula is subject plus to be plus not not plus first form of the verb ing and object. So only thing you just have to remember is after the helping verb or after the auxiliary verb we need to use not to make the sentence into a negative one. Let's now see some examples. I am planning a party. So what will be the negative sentence? I am not planning a party. He is planning a party. He is not planning a party. She is planning a party. She is not planning a party. Sam is planning a party. Sam is not planning a party. You are planning a party. You are not planning a party. They are planning a party. They are not planning a party. Then we are planning a party. We are not planning a party. So with all the sentences, in order to make it into a negative one, we need to use not not after the helping verb. Let's now see one more example. I am going to Mumbai. I am not going to Mumbai. She is going to Mumbai. She is not going to Mumbai. He is going to Mumbai. He is not going to Mumbai. Sita is going to Mumbai. Sita is not going to Mumbai. We are going to Mumbai. We are not going to Mumbai. You are going to Mumbai. You are not going to Mumbai. They are going to Mumbai. They are not going to Mumbai. Now we are going to see the interrogative sentences, which means the question sentences. It's very simple. We just need to put the auxiliary verb or the helping verb to the front, and then comes the subject. The formula goes like this: to be plus subject plus first form of the verb ing plus object. So we'll get to know more with the examples. I am writing. Am I writing? He is writing. Is he writing? She is writing. Is she writing? Sam is writing. Is Sam writing? You are writing. Are you writing? They are writing. Are they writing? We are writing. Are we writing? And only thing you need to remember is always put the question mark at the end. That's all about the present continuous tense. Now let's revise what we have learned. The formula for present continuous tense is subject plus to be plus first form of the verb ing plus object. The formula for negative sentence is subject plus to be helping verb plus not not plus first form of the verb ing plus object. we need to remember that after the auxiliary verb or after the helping verb, we need to add a note to make into a negative sentence. The formula for creating interrogative sentences is to be, that is, are, plus subject plus first form of the verb ing plus object.